The police shooting came as the Newman government was already reeling from the resignation of Police Minister David Gibson. He was caught speeding while his licence was suspended. Ursula Hager joins us now, and Ursula, the Premier says he sent Gibson to the sin bin. Does that mean he may come back?
Well, yes, it isn't quite the end for the Gympie MP, but it is a big blow to Campbell Newman's new government so soon since he was elected in an emphatic win. David Gibson was last night forced to resign from his two portfolios after he was caught speeding while driving without a licence. But Premier Campbell Newman hasn't ruled out a return to the front bench for Mr Gibson, saying only that he'll have to spend some time in the sin bin thinking about what he's done.
It took just 13 days for David Gibson's ministerial ambitions to unravel.
Last night, as you're aware, I resigned as the Minister for Police and Community Safety.
The shattered Gympie MP fronted the media from his electorate office.
I made this decision voluntarily because I had made a mistake.
Campbell Newman was unrepentant.
I know he feels that he has let a lot of people down, but he will have to live with that.
This was David Gibson being interviewed by 10 News at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. But just hours later, he was hauled into the Premier's office and asked to explain why he was caught speeding while his licence was suspended.
And I did not get a satisfactory explanation.
Mr Gibson was first fined in May last year. He failed to pay and was referred to the State Penalties Enforcement Registry. Over the next 4 months, they sent 5 letters to his home. In November, his licence was suspended. And just 2 days before the suspension was due to be lifted, he was allegedly caught again, speeding in a hire car on the Bruce Highway. Mr Gibson claims he didn't know his licence had been suspended.
For a period of time, I was driving whilst my licence was suspended. A fact that I have only now discovered.
It was Police Commissioner Bob Atkinson who told him.
Well, it came to light as a result of the security process. But once it came to light, I am duty-bound to follow it through. I cannot ignore it.
He could now face court, a fine and a suspension of his licence.
It is a complete and utter embarrassment for the Newman government.
The Premier says it proves they'll enforce a higher standard.
They've got to have that integrity and character in here. And if someone isn't actually going to tell you that there's a problem, well, that is a problem in itself.
As for a return to the front bench,
he's got to go away and sit in the sin bin.
I look forward to whatever the future holds as I serve the people of this great state. Thank you.
That was David Gibson, obviously himself not ruling out a return, but his resignation has obviously prompted a cabinet reshuffle. The former Multicultural Affairs Minister Jack Dempsey will take over as Police Minister effective immediately.
Thank you, Ursula Hager at State Parliament.